Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Straight Facts Commentary where I give you my unpopular opinions in everything pop culture. So please stick around and subscribe for more.
Hey y'all, I am back again with another video, and in today's video, you see the title, we are going to be speaking about a couple of artists who I can just think of from the top of my head who just don't have musical longevity. So we're going to go ahead and get into them. If you're interested in them, female rap, pop, conspiracy theories, trending topics, my unpopular opinions, whatever I feel like getting into for real, go on ahead and subscribe, and let's get into this video. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about a few artists that I was thinking about who just don't have musical longevity, who are in the music industry now, who are either doing well or who are doing bad and just won't last. And honestly, that's with a lot of artists because the way the music industry is being ran currently, popcorn artists are just something that is the now of the music industry. These major record labels and industry executives and all of these people aren't investing into artists like they were 10, 15, 20 years ago. It's just a thing of the past at this point. So it's really a lot of artists. It's more than just a couple, like one or two. But in this video specifically, I just wanted to talk about a couple, like a handful of artists that I feel like don't have longevity and the reason I feel that way. The first person I wanted to start off with is Ice Spice. That is really pretty much going without say. Ice Spice doesn't have a whole lot of talent. She has a whole lot of push, or she had a whole lot of push from the music industry. But with that push, she wasn't able to solidify herself as a heavy hitting, actual talented artist. She was pushed into the mainstream. She had a whole bunch of cosigns. I have a video about that coming actually. And she wasn't able to sustain herself in the position that she was in, which was one of the top couple of female rappers at the time. She wasn't able to sustain herself in that position because she doesn't have enough talent. Or really, frankly, any, if we're going to be honest. Like, there's really nothing that I can think about when it comes to Ice Spice's rapping ability, artist creativity, or anything that I could be like, you know what, she's very versed at this, or she's very good at being able to convey this, or she's very good when she flows like this, or like, I can't think of anything specifically that I can pinpoint that I can be like, oh, she's very talented at this specific thing when it comes to her music career. Okay. I think she is talented in the way of she's a character. She is a specific image, and it's like she does a good job at portraying the, thick girl with the orange hair and the light skin. Like, she has a good brand going. I think her image and how she looks and how, things like that, her prettiness and all of that is way more marketable than her as a musician. Her artistry, her career as a musician is nowhere near as profitable and marketable as just how she looks. Okay, so she doesn't have the talent, unfortunately, to sustain herself to be an artist who's going to be around for the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. Heck, no, 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 no. I feel like Ice Spice will slowly fade out of conversation outside of just analyzing her career, of course, within the next year or two, honestly. And that's really dependent upon if she can put out another hit single, remix, or album soon. So, yeah, Ice Spice, it's very obvious that she doesn't have the longevity to make it long term in the music industry. Another person that I was thinking about when it came to this is Sexy Red. Sexy Red is very popular right now, though, unlike Ice Spice, which we thought, at least I did, that Ice Spice would be way more popular and last a whole lot longer than, say, a Sexy Red because of her image. Her image being a big part of the thing that's going to propel her and push her past a lot of the other girls who are doing the same thing as her because she's just her, marketable in her look. But right now, Sexy Red is extremely popular. She's always putting out music that is, getting on the Billboard Hot 100 and music videos and, well, albums. I don't know if she has like a star album, but she has like really hit singles or remixes that she'll hop on, things like that. And she's very popular right now. However, Sexy Red, in my opinion, relies off of shock value and saying and doing the most craziest things and just making turn up music and things like that. And she is doing really good at popping off with her singles and remixes in relation to that. But I feel like an artist is going to have the longevity because they're going to push themselves, they're going to change themselves, they're going to reinvent themselves, and they're going to evolve in their craft. And I don't think that Sexy Red has the ability to do that. I feel like she's pretty one dimensional. And the type of music that she makes will be around for a little bit while she's trendy and while she's popular until the next breakout artist like her emerges. So, for example, like Sexy Red is that artist who is popular now. She is that person who people are paying attention to now, who people want to hear right now because she's what's in. But when someone comes along in the next couple of years, because there's new people popping up all the time now in this industry, she's going to get replaced most likely by the next person who is trendier or making a sound that people want to hear more than her. So she doesn't have anything that's going to solidify her, and unfortunately she feels like a trend or feels like something that's kind of just for now, for the time period that we're in music. Very similarly to how Ice Spice was a trend that's kind of came and gone at this point. Sexy Red is lasting a lot longer, you know what I'm saying? But she doesn't have the bandwidth or the talent, frankly, to continue on. You know what I'm saying? She makes feel good music that's really talking about nothing besides men and partying and doing stupid stuff. So until she learns over time, which hopefully she will if she wants to last in this industry, to reinvent and to push herself lyrically and to push herself with her subject matter and to change up the things that she talks about and kind of give something else, something different, and kind of shift her perception around, she might be able to last. A person who kind of did that, who kind of falls in this category but not female rap, is Addison Rae. If anybody knows who Addison Rae is, if you've kept up with TikTok or know anything about TikTok, she was a TikToker. She started making music. Everybody was slamming her for her music because it was trash, rightfully so. And not to say that her music is amazing now, but she dropped that song that everybody's on right now. I actually love this song. The song is called Diet Pepsi, and it sounds so much better than her other music. Addison Rae is not like a lyricist and she's not a vocalist, but she has evolved in her sound a lot more, and it seems like she's putting more care and intention into the type of music that she's making. And it sounds like she actually tried to make a good song versus just getting in the studio and saying and doing anything. So that's a good example of somebody who it's like, okay, her music was not incredible. She seemed like maybe she could have been a trend or something that was going to come and go. But she took the time, she probably took the criticism, and she was like, hey, let me go ahead and see if I can improve on my style, rearrange, do something better, try a little bit harder at making something that's sustainable. And she was able to do that. And hopefully, from this point, she will continue to put out, singles or remixes or albums with that same amount of care and effort and intention. And she'll be able to go a lot farther, even though she's not a vocalist or a lyricist. She'll be able to go a whole lot farther than she was when she first came out, which is pretty much being perceived as a meme and a joke when it came to her music. And also to continue, the last person that I wanted to talk about with this topic is Coi Leray. Coi Leray, she had her moment when she did the song with Nicki Minaj, and she's had a couple of moments since then, like Players and a couple of other little things here and there. But Coi Leray doesn't have longevity, in my opinion, in the music industry because she tries. She tries to make music. She puts out stuff. She works. I can't deny her putting out music or trying to, trying to find something, trying to create a sound, but it's not really working. And in my opinion, she's not the most talented ever. She's not the worst in the talent department, but there's nothing exceptionally different about Coi Leray or exceptionally like her music is something that's like, oh my gosh, I've never heard this before. It's extremely unique when it comes to her flow or her subject matter or anything that she's really doing. Um, there's nothing stand out to me about Coi Leray talent wise. And again, I feel like Coi Leray attempted to capitalize off of the song that she had with Nicki, which is her biggest song. She had a couple of songs, like I said, after that, but that was her biggest moment. I feel like she attempted to capitalize off of that and it lasted for a little bit, but then it faded away. You know what I mean? So, she hasn't been able to sustain herself. And also, she is just not that unique. She's not that unique. She's not exceptionally talented. She's trying. I will give her that. She's tried to do different things to kind of set herself apart or to come across in different angles, but nothing is really grasping, which doesn't mean you should give up. Doesn't mean that you should stop working or stop doing whatever you're doing. So she might catch something eventually, but she's really out of the conversation when it comes to music, female rap, and she has been for a while. And I don't think that she's going to last. She's not lasting right now. She's barely in conversations now. So yeah. But like I said earlier in this video, with this topic, you could name 500 artists who apply to this very thing. There are so many people who lack longevity. There's only a handful of people in the music industry who are in the mainstream. Of course, there's a lot of talented underground people, but a longevity in the mainstream industry who are extremely talented, there's only a handful of those people. Everybody else is kind of just outliers, usually, who it's like, they will probably end up fading away eventually if they haven't already. So, you guys let me know what you think about this particular conversation and what I spoke about in regards to these artists. And that is it for this one. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.